Hello survivors, welcome to another Soulstone survivor video. Today we're playing on the Shaman again. We're going to do some Titan Hunt and we're going to try something out over here. It's going to be the HP stacking route. So we actually grabbed ourselves Skill Mastery Nature so we can have Corrosive as well as Purging Slam. Both of these skills apply Vigor to our character, which increases your HP, and then we also got a whole bunch of skills that are going to gain Ancestry and then deal more damage based on how much HP you have. So we're going to do our best to focus on HP as an amount and to get that juicy amount of damage going forward. So let's see what happens. We got Divine Legacy, Synergetic, Multicast Mastery, and Sure-Footed, and then we're going to go run Cobra Totem. These two skills, we've got the Bull Charge, which is also going to be that, and then maybe just grab some Earth Shield, just so we got some extra healing and things like that as well, but we'll see where we can go from there. We're going to grab a Poison to Doom. There's Corrosive Spear. We're going to grab Area of Effect because we'll need it. Nature to Thrust is actually pretty good, even though this is the other skill, maybe. There's Purging Slam. It's Slam. Surprise. Now, we do need a lot of poison on hit for this because Purging Slam is going to remove all poison on the target. But because we do have, the amount of poison we apply being multiplied based on our maximum HP, what's going to happen is that this is going to apply more damage with the poison, and then Purging Slam, the instant damage done is going to be increased. It's on 240%, but the amount of poison we're applying is more than we usually would, so therefore it's going to have a whole lot more damage done to it without actually needing to increase the damage of Purging Strike, which we're going to do anyway. Okay. Excuse me, sorry about that. Let's go with the cast frequency there. I was thinking of going for Stone Spiral and then also using... Oh man, I'm actually going to do it. So we'll use... Oh no, wait, I might not do it. Hold on. I was going to do Bull Charge, but we don't need to. We've already got one that multiplies based on our damage of our maximum HP. I wanted Earth Shield for the healing. We're not going to do Burn, so we're not going to grab that. I'm okay with a little bit of the... Doom damage, but we're going to banish that. We've got more than enough of that happening now, and then Nature to Earth is going to work as well. There's one more skill we're going to use, and we'll probably, this pulls enemies in, so it is really good. So maybe, oh no, I was going to use Cobra Totems, but I don't think we have, as you can see, we don't have the space to use them. But Cobra Totems also deals damage based on your maximum HP because it's got the Fortitude as well as Ancestry. But this just works out pretty well using Stone Spiral and then Earth Shield. And I didn't want to take away from Purging Slam by using the Quicksand Totem, so you can use it. It's a really strong. It's another alternative, but I really, like I mentioned, I don't want to take away from what I already have, so we're not going to grab that. So we'll leave it at this. We are looking for more damage applied of poison we apply. We are then also looking for HP if possible. So the more HP we see, the better, because that's going to increase all of our damage done. Only got +1s over here. I don't want to do the +4 yet because I'm not feeling confident in our damage, but that's okay as well. And visually, what am I on? I'm sitting on, let's go to 100% visuals. Make it a very messy video, because why not? I do like the fact that it pulls enemies in. It's been a while since we played a game where we're pulling enemies into us. We haven't used Shadow Grasp in a very long time, or even Void. So seeing the enemies run around like this is always satisfying. Grab that. And there's a +3. If I could maybe not run into a wall, that would be great. And let's see what we can get. We do need some crit, so that's good. Block chance, and then we've got Nature to Thrust, which we're not going to grab, so we're going to go with the damage. That's a must over there. And then Nature to Earth as well. I guess we can just grab it, but it's not really that necessary to grab. We can go for that. That's fine. Increasing the amount of poison we apply as well is going to increase the damage we do, because again, Purging Slam removes the poison stacks. so we do need to get more damage on it, as well as more, I wouldn't say cost frequency, but that definitely does make a difference. We just need more damage, and being on ARUANAK over here does help us. I'm trying to think if there's anything else ARUANAK can give us that we can use. Okay, that's a beautiful one to have. Damage increase is going to be good. This is for critical strike chance. We'll also grab the area of effect over here. And then we can also just manually target the bosses now. What helps a lot is that poison does actually move along with the enemies defeated. So the more enemies we defeat, the more poison we're going to be applying, which is great. We'll grab that earth shield. Got to make sure, look at our numbers over there first as well, to make sure that we don't mess up a divine legacy like we've done previously in the past. We can grab that. We can grab a merciless and +1 over here, as well as damage. So grab the +1, that's beautiful. We can get quite a few totems. There's no real particular reason why I used this specific totem. I just thought having Colossus would be good. And then it's also a pretty decent totem, and being a earth totem as well, it gave us the nature to earth and earth to nature skill slots. So that's why we did it, but there's no other real particular reason. You can use Cobra totem, you can make this a full poison build if you want. And funny enough, we have not found any health. So that is a bit scary. Alright, increase the damage there. Don't need that, don't need that. Nature to slam is also pretty fun. We'll grab one magnetic. Movement speed. Nature to swing, no. Magnetic's fine. Movement speed. We could have gone multicast on the earth shield. Again, not really needed. And let's go fight the boss now. First boss should go down relatively easy, yep. I'm trying to think if there's any pass. Oh wait, it might be. It could be from MHYZAHET. So we don't need those. We could go for the Doom, but we need the potent toxin, so that's what we're going to grab. Grab a magnetic as well, since we're going into the void over here for the loot goblin. Get as much XP as possible. First level is this, so we'll just grab it quickly. That's the last lock, so unfortunately we can't do anything more than that. Grab that. And if you hear some banging in the background, I do apologize. I own 2 bunnies, and every time I decide to record a video, they decide it's time for them to wake up and scratch everything in the room, including their little box. So they've got a wooden house, and that's what they're busy destroying right now. So they thought, hey, it's a good idea, you know, daddy's recording, let's disturb him. I don't know if you guys have animals or pets, and you have this experience with them as well, where when you try and do something with time, then they're like, hey, no, you're not allowed to do that. We didn't okay this. You need to keep quiet right now. And they're busy making a noise to make sure that I keep quiet. Alright, so we got quite a... we need more HP. I'm saying we got quite a... We didn't get quite anything. I need as much HP as possible. More critical strike chance. I'm not going to go with the cast frequency on this because we don't want it too low. We do want more poison and more multicast over there. We could have re-rolled that legendary, the Divine Legacy, but it's whatever. I'm going to go check what MHYZAHET has. I never checked the spreadsheet, which is available on the Discord. I'll put the spreadsheet out on this video for you guys as well, just so you can see it. But I don't put it on every single video, so keep that in mind. But we'll put it down on this, not the spreadsheet. So yeah, well, I mean, I guess it is. It's not a spreadsheet though. It's just going to be a bunch of words that you can read through. It's just going to show you what passives you can get from what bosses. You can just copy and paste it into a spreadsheet if you want, or wherever you can get a hold of, and go from there. But we want, yeah, it to be available to everyone. We could grab this. It will give us more HP as well. So we're on 259 right now. Let's see how much we go up to. I mean, nearly 100 HP. Definitely makes the screen a whole lot more visually cluttered though. But hey, that's what we live for, so we're happy to grab that. 75% critical strike chance right now. Still not that great. And we do need more cast frequencies. I mean, not cast frequency, more multicast and that as well still. Definitely got, since we increased the Dazed or added Dazed potential into our build, you can see a massive improvement to our DPS as well. I mean, we also did get like 20 free levels in between now and then, so you know, that definitely helps with the amount of damage we're dealing as well. So that's why getting a nice early loot goblin definitely helps with the speed of your runs. Also, I am seeing now, I am curious. Oh, it does increase body mass. Okay, I need to speak to the developer. It would be so cool if the body mass doesn't get increased by the as you go on, because it really does make some skills null and void for the late game. And you know, we want equality. We want all skills to be useful. And if we don't, if they add body mass to it, then we're definitely not going to have all skills being equal. Also, the visuals are really like, don't know about you guys, but it's making my eyes bleed a little. So we're gonna turn them down a little bit. That swing animation has a little bit of a flash to it. Let's go do this one because it's closer and this will be the last run or round. We go movement speed and health. Every time we see health, I do know I skipped one earlier, but every time we see health, we're going to be grabbing it. Because that just multiplies all of our damage, even our poison damage. Or at least on specific skills. Because of this one, your damage is multiplied, your poison damage is multiplied based on your max HP. It's 6.1 times more damage. That increases with the vigor, that increases with everything. So it just makes sense to grab as much HP as possible. We got 22 rerolls. After this one, we will start rerolling to look for HP specifically, as well as damage on the Purging Slam. So let's defeat MHYZAHET, and then we'll specifically look for those you know, specific skills, passives. Okay, get away from me. Yeah, we did take the Earth Shield for the healing, so there was a reason to that. We get exposed, there's that, there's Colossal. Does it give us enough Colossal? We could go Form. What else is there? Poison now causes damage more frequently. So it's just Form. There's Armor and Block. I thought there was HP, but there isn't. Does anyone have HP? We're just going to try each of them, see if any of them have HP scaling for us. We are going to need rerolls. Again, I do have a spreadsheet, so if you are doing this, obviously you'll be able to know exactly which one of them. I'll also just put it down in the description, you know, which one has the HP buff or passive for you to use. Still need to start off with ARUANAK for the poison to Dazed though, regardless of what route you take. There's some HP. The critical strike chance was a very good upgrade as well, so I'm not worried about not re-rolling it. And Purging Slam is going off too many times. I did take the Rotting. I don't think Rotting actually makes any sense here either though. So it probably was a bit of a waste. But area of effect's good. We'll grab this Magnetic just because now we can reroll. There's HP. Don't want to reroll too much. Grab this for 100% critical strike chance. Nature to Slam. And now we just need to get more life. Come on. Next level is a Divine Legacy though, so that's going to help us a lot. And let's see. Nature to Slam. Yep, cool. It's definitely increasing the amount of HP we have, having that skill chain going off. So that's definitely making us stronger. Increase the damage is good, so it goes from 524% up to 600%. There's more skill chain. And remember, this does provide us with vigor. So by getting more and more skill chain to the skill, we are going to increase the amount of vigor as well, which is amazing. That's why you see our health running like crazy. I do know there are probably much easier ways to get more vigor through skill chain and stuff like that, but we haven't been doing it. Maybe I should have, but let's go and get ourselves more HP over here. So don't want to use too many rerolls. We do get the cast frequency, which obviously makes a huge difference as well, because the more all of our other spells occur, the more skill chain's going to be done as well, and then the more damage as well. Okay, pick that up. Got quite a lot of levels, and we actually get another point right there, which is great. So grab that. There's a nice HP. We don't have a lock. HP more important. Critical strikes apply poison. That's massive. Multicast massive. What is the cooldown? These are quite high still as well, so we can actually go and decrease those. Poison. I'm going to be very upset if Broken is the one we're supposed to have been focusing on. Okay, so Volk and Viv, we're going to go and decrease the visibility a whole lot because I have problems against them, just personally. 310 HP in total without any vigor. Let's see what we can go up to with the vigor and go from there. This is where that third, dash would have been handy, but that's really not the end of the world. 400 HP. So Vigor's increased our HP by 100. And there we go. So we can turn that back up to 0.6. We get a legendary offer there, and oh, okay, so it is them. So increase your max health and area. We get plus 90 max HP. So that is beautiful. So that's what we look for, the Cobalt Fortitude. We'll do them twice. So we'll go back here. We'll do Broken for the Shattered, and then we'll go do the Volkage, Vivian Volkage again for the increased HP. Fantastic. And that's going to substantially increase our damage, because 90 HP is a lot of HP. It's not like it's a joke amount. That's a lot of damage increased. Because remember, it's increasing the damage of everything that we have. The stone totem, the totems, the purging slams damage, because indirectly we increase the amount of poison we apply with our thorn skill over here, the poisonous thorn. So the more HP we have, the more poison we apply. The more poison we apply, the more damage purging slam does. It just increases the damage of everything. So, yeah. It's good. That's why we want the HP. Okay, we'll go for multicast, cast frequencies, more HP, armor's good, multicast. I don't have a lot of rerolls, so we're not going to use... I don't have a lot of rerolls. We have a lot of rerolls, guys. I just don't use them, okay? Go back this way for the +2 up here. That puts us at 10. We need another +2, and then there's a +3 at the bottom over there. But we'll look for a +2 somewhere closer to the finish. So let's go do this +3 first. And hopefully, okay, so it's a +2 back where we were. I should have just done it before moving this way. And then we've also got our Ascension, which will give us even more HP. So there we go, 700 HP. Very easy to get even more if we needed. Is it going to open up the chest automatically if we finish this? This is going to be a very good... Yes, it does. Ooh, that's a juicy amount of XP over there. 20 levels gained for free. Nature to swing, no. Multicast is going to work really well, so we'll keep that. Increase the damage. Actually, I need to banish that. Get some more movement speed. We can get rid of the crit now as well. Increase our crit. Multicast. There's a swift, thank goodness. There. I swear I just re-rolled over laugh. Why am I so unlucky today with laugh? I don't want that. We can banish that. We can banish this and the poison stacking. We can go for some skill chain. Critical strike. Damage on Purging Slam. Nature to swing. We don't need, so I'm just going to ignore it, not banish it. More damage on Purging Slam. More laugh. Cool. So it's up to 784% instant damage done. Kind of like how I 11.8 times damage on the poison over there. Pretty good, pretty good. This is actually a lot of damage being done compared to some of the other builds we've done in the past. So the fact that we are doing this much damage to the boss immediately, and we didn't even start with Shattered like we usually do with other builds, so... We got our stone totems going off, they popping off as well. We could grab our Ascension. I don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference though. Actually it does, because it increases our HP by quite a lot. Alright, there's HP, there's the Shattered, and a nice multicast there. We could have kept the laugh, but it's fine. And now we do Volkage and Revolt again for more, even more HP scaling. But I don't know if we can even beat this boss fight, to be honest, but we should be able to. We got Shattered now to reduce their armor. I mean, everything that isn't a boss is being melted, which is always good to see. Just move on to the next section. And there's a +2 all the way on the other side, both of those. Why did they have to go all the way to the other side, away from us? Pick that up along the way. We'll go do the bottom one first. It's a bunch of tentacles. Defeat the fanatics. There's a +1 over here. There's another +1 all the way up here. What's the game? Okay, thank you. Finally, we get a +3. Okay, let's see. Nature to slam, perfect. We can reroll for more HP though. Nature to thrust, that does help quite a little bit, so we'll take it. Multicast as well. I can't lock the +2 over here. I don't know if it really is necessary, so I think multicast might be better. We don't actually have that much multicast, so I am going to grab it. More HP, more HP. Love to see it. I should have taken the more HP. Oops. This was a 1. I shouldn't have gone this route, but it's fine. It's only a 2 fighting. I'm not even going to manually aim, which I normally do, because as you can see, we deal damage. At least to them. I mean, it might be less to other bosses. And then we only need the +2 down here. Maybe there'll be another one spawn the other direction, but it wasn't. That's unfortunate. We have a lot of healing from Earth Shields, so I'm not worried about how much damage we take, and we can start running. 13 more levels before we fight there. Multicast, damage done, cast frequencies, reroll for the HP, relentless. I'm still in two minds about the relentless because it is good, it's very good, but at the same time, having too much cast frequency is bad for the amount of damage. But because we have so much skill chain anyway, it doesn't actually matter, and having the vigor increases the amount. I mean, we're on 15 times damage over there from the vigor. I actually want to see how much we get while we get vigor. Sorry, not from vigor. So while we have vigor up, we're on 15 times damage with no vigor stacks. Let's see how much that increases. I just need to make sure we stay alive. It's on 21 stacks at the moment, 21 times damage based on our HP, and then we'll see how much it goes up to from from 5%, I mean from 15 times to what, based on the 90 HP that we gain. So is it worth even doing this fight, or is it worth getting other things like form maybe from MHYZAHET or whatever the case may be? But I'm very happy that we found out that it's these two. There you go. We were on 20, I think it was 21 stacks in total. But shoot, we made a mistake. Okay, we're not going to take the life there. Just got to get back to 0, 15%. And then if we grab the HP, it goes up to 17.7. So quite a massive increase. Let me know what you guys think about the build and the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.